Hi everyone, my name is Belinda Shi. Welcome to another episode of my photography tips. Today I'd like to show you how lighting conditions change during sunrise, even in a matter of only 10 minutes, and how that will affect your landscape photos. Alright, I think I probably repeated too many times. Photography, especially landscape photography, is all about being in the right place at the right time. So in this episode, you will see very clearly what exactly is the right time. Now, all these 7 images are taken exactly at the same spot. It's Three Brothers at Cathedral Beach in the beautiful Yosemite National Park. So starting from the first image, which was taken at 6:59 a.m. The second image, which was taken at 7:02 a.m. Now, each of the images was only like 3 to 4 minutes apart. Okay, and then all the way to the last image, which was taken at 7:15 a.m. It's only like a 15-16 minutes apart. But now you see very quickly as we go through these images how different they look in terms of their colors. I have absolutely not changed the colors of any of these images. I did apply some simple retouching, and in fact, I use exactly the same retouching just by increasing their sharpness and clarity for these images. And if we go to the develop module very quickly, you can actually see as I go through these images, the colors editing panel is all set to 0, and the tone curve has little modification, but they are exactly the same. All right, enough said. I wanted to show you in this episode in particular why it's so important to plan your landscape photography, and because the lighting conditions will change in almost every single minute. And that's why it's like, almost saying landscape photography, every single minute counts. Okay, let me show you actually a bigger screen. I'm gonna click on F7 to hide my left panel, and F8 my right panel, which is not useful for this video tutorial. So very clearly, the first image, again, it was taken at 6:59 a.m. on December 31st. And on that particular day, the sunrise was at 7:13 a.m. And I'll show you later on how to check sunrise and sunset time. And I actually did that in my previous video, but I will give you a very quick walkthrough one more time. So this first image, it was taken 14 minutes before sunrise. And you can see that the sky was a little dull and there was no color. But now, the second image that was which was taken at 7:02 a.m. obviously looked warmer compared to the first image, even it was only taken 3 minutes afterwards. And then the third image was taken at 7:06 a.m., which was 4 minutes after the previous image. And now you can see actually this image was, compared to the previous one, was warmer again. And then there might be some clouds showing up, and this is obviously the part that you cannot control. Whether the cloud will appear into your composition, your frame, or not is completely in the based on the weather. Okay, the fourth image is obviously the warmest image, which this was taken at 7:10 a.m. And compared to the first image, which was taken at 6:59 a.m., you can actually see how drastically different they look. Even they're only taken 10 or 11 minutes apart. So I have mentioned in several previous video tutorials to be in the right place at the right time. Of course, how you define right is there is no clear definition what exactly is right, and that's exactly the charm of landscape photography. And even you go to the same spot every day it looks different. Every season obviously is different. But now in this video tutorial I showed you every minute is different. That's the charm of photography and landscape photography, because every day and every minute is a new inspiration. You can just capture the wonder of our Mother Nature as the time goes by, and every single minute in your life you will, as long as you're willing to see and explore, you can find something new, exciting. And now I'm going to give you another example. The latter 3 images compared to the first 4, the only difference is I turned my camera 90 degrees. Okay, they're exactly at the same spot. And you can see this image was taken at 7:12 a.m., which was 1 minute, or maybe actually half a minute before sunrise. And this image was taken not even 1 minute apart. Now you can see that these 2 images look quite different in terms of their color, right? So the difference between these 2 images are more due to the fact that I installed a filter on my lens for the second image. So this is a little more advanced tip for serious amateur photographers if you have invested in more gear, but it's not something necessary. But I just wanted to show you what additional gear could modify the color. And then the third image, again, it was taken only 2 minutes afterwards, and which was 7:15 a.m. Now the warm tone of the sunrise disappeared, and the sky goes back to the kind of dull color that was that day. In a particular day was a cloudy day, and I don't want to say it's the most beautiful sunrise I've ever seen, but you can see that just in a matter of 16 minutes, how many different colors you can capture. And obviously these are not the only 7 images I have captured within these 15 or 16 minutes, but I just wanted to give you a very simple illustration that why choosing the right time to photograph your landscape is so important. If you are someone like me who enjoys the nature's wonder and who enjoys capturing the color of landscape, you do really need to understand the little science behind it, which I'm going to show you right now. Something very simple called understanding when exactly is the sunrise and sunset hour. Okay, I go to a website called sunrisesunset.com. I think I showed you in several blogs before and in one of my previous video tutorial. But in this case, you can go directly into U.S. National Park. And then select a location. I will select Yosemite, and you can actually see there are lots of listings for Yosemite because the park is huge, and then there are lots of different locations. Unfortunately, in the winter, only 7% of the park is open, and Yosemite Valley is pretty much the only spot that's you can access to. So let me change the time, December 13, 2013, and now you click on Make Calendar. You can see that you have a very simple calendar showing up. On December 31st, you can see that the sunrise time is 7:13 a.m. and the sunset was 4:49 p.m. I didn't show you any examples on taken on that particular day during the sunset time, but this is pretty much what I did every time before I went out for a photo shoot, for a landscape photo shoot. The first information I need to collect is what exactly is the sunrise, what exactly is sunset. And then, of course, there are more advanced tips I can show you later on in my future episode, how to use this information to plan your photo shooting. I wish this I hope this video tutorial is helpful for you. And again, I wanted to quickly review the keyboard shortcuts I have used. F7 is to hide or restore the left panel, and F8 is to restore the right panel. And actually, you can click on F5 to hide or restore the top panel, and F6 to hide or restore the bottom panel. And another very useful keyboard shortcut is F as a Frank. You can pretty much just go directly into the full screen mode. Okay, if you click on F one more time, you go back to the where you were previously. Well, thank you so much for staying with me for this video tutorial. And again, always remember to check sunrise, sunset hour, specific time before your next landscape shooting. All right, talk to you soon.